Well, Nate, it's the week of punishment. We're crawling into more dungeons.
As Necromancer.
Nate, you and I are checking out Sword of the Necromancer over on Xbox, and I'm gonna be honest, not my particular style of game. It seemed to be that kind of week, this kind of episode for me, but it does kind of get me to branch into some of these tougher games. And honestly, dude, this is one of the toughest ones I've had all week. What do you think of Sword of the Necromancer?
Oh man, this action RPG roguelike experience, actually, I enjoyed this one, man. To be completely honest, Sword of the Necromancer. The name of the title kind of gives it away.
Yep.
The whole idea is you obtain this sword and you're trying to resurrect your friend or your lover. And man, I actually really like the whole necromancy side of things. I love the whole idea is as you're killing enemies, you can resurrect them. And not only do you resurrect them, you can actually level them up through experience, which I thought was a great touch.
No, absolutely. I thought it was very cool to be able to do something like this. I don't think, honestly, I've ever done it in a game before. To be able to use those that you just finished defeating, I thought was really cool. The overall story, Nate, you know what? The game has, to me, there's three different art styles within the game. There's one, it's got this anime cutscene style. Then there's the main page itself. It has this, what I consider, I guess, to be like a high def, pixelated vision of what they were telling. And then there's the actual gameplay. And for me, it was a little bit jarring because we were all over the place. And I wish, I really wish they would have stuck with that HD kind of pixelated style. It is, you know, it's there, but you got the shadows, you get the detail, you get a lot of that crisp looking pixelated art at a higher resolution, I think, than that old 8-bit feel. And not that Sword of the Necromancer's gone for that 8-bit feel either, but there's just so many different versions of the art style as they're trying to portray this story of you trying to help your, like you say, friend or lover in this instance, with the fact that you're using the Sword of the Necromancer and you're going to defeat the overall boss and hopefully maybe resurrect your friend in the long grand scheme of things. But it's kind of just, honestly, dude, it's just, the game just beat me down over and over and over again.
Yeah, the game, one thing they do have is difficulty settings, and amongst that, some more, so you don't actually unlock the game settings until you beat the first boss. So man, for some that might take you a while, but that's just a weird, kind of a weird thing that they have in the game. But once you actually unlock it, you have difficulty easy, normal, hard, and then actually have the ability to make your experience even tougher, where you can make it that your level resets. And on top of that, you have items in this game. You're constantly obtaining creatures and items, and you are stuck with 4 slots, and one of them of which is your Sword of the Necromancer. So you're really only stuck with 3 available slots, and those are used between ruins or different weapons or creatures. So I must say, like, there are a lot of builds you can do in this. You can really just go straight Necromancer build, which I did a lot of the time, and you can really wreak havoc because there's a lot of different creatures with different damage types. You're talking like fire, ice, light, dark. Like, they kind of went into some detail with this game.
No, absolutely. I like that with each character or each creature was so different than the last one, and it allows us to then level these characters up and use those to our advantage. But overall, dude, it was just, for me, like I said right up from the get-go, it's a tough game. It's not my particular style. If you like that Dark Souls-esque feel, yo, you're in for a good time. And if you're on Twitch, then there's Twitch integration, and then they have IR codes too that you can get via their Discord and things like that allow you to kind of gain advantages over enemies or grab some different gear. So there's a lot of different elements to the game overall, and I thought that was kind of cool, something you don't really see in a game like this. Nate, I've been battled down enough thanks to the Sword of the Necromancer. For me, the mix of art styles was a little bit off-putting for me. The difficult spike, without actually being able to tamper with the settings until you're partway through the game, I thought was a bit odd. But I felt it was simplistic enough to get into that you're able to kind of figure out what to do. The combat is fluid, it's simple. The art direction, again, I think is my biggest takeaway from this. The story, though, I thought was super cool. I like the art direction they took with it. For me, I'm there with a 7.
Nice, man. I'm actually a little bit higher than you. This game captivated me, man. I really like the necromancy side of things and kind of just the ability to upgrade weapons and just the RPG side of things. There's a lot of game here for $15, mind you. So 7.5 for me, man.
Nice.
A captivating story presses you through each dungeon as you kill and resurrect creatures along the way. The variety of builds in Sword of the Necromancer offers a unique experience to the roguelike action RPG genre.